Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there onto the Zay foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. If you've been living under a rock, today was a day of an assassin attempt. Matter of fact, let me just play this real quick.
Tonight, so many Americans are wondering how this could have happened and what it's going to mean for candidates on the campaign trail.
And we have two big events coming up here in the next week. We already talked about the Republican National Convention that happens Monday in Milwaukee. President Biden's schedule is in flux right now. He is returning to the White House tonight, as we mentioned. Monday afternoon, though, President Biden was supposed to be here in Texas at the LBJ Library in Austin to mark 60 years since the Civil Rights Act became law. Right now, it's uncertain whether that event is going to happen, whether the White House will keep that on his schedule.
WFAA's Janelle Fort is with us now. She's going to break all of this down from a security perspective. I know you were talking with some security experts tonight, so what are you hearing, Janelle?
Well, yeah, I spoke with Greg Schaefer. He's ex-FBI. He now runs a security firm here in Dallas, and he really stressed how what happened today is going to have major implications on how the candidates campaign for the rest of this election cycle. He told me the violence we saw today really shows how polarized American politics are right now, and he says what that means is more pressure on the Secret Service.
So the Secret Service definitely will be...
I just now realized something. Even though it's like the wrong video, they're not even focusing on what happens to this guy. So... It's just weird. That was just a quick video that I didn't look at it beforehand, but it should have shown it, not explain it. But normally I'll put the video prior to. Yeah, so yeah, this brother somebody put this. That's hilarious. That when you go into the history. Matter of fact, you want a civil war because this is how you get a civil war. Right. And I was talking to one of the bros, and when I was talking to the bro, Gabari Howard had called me, and we were sitting there discussing, like, what logics. Now, we are outside of all this madness, this show and tell, but for the average person out there, what logics does it make, or what sense does it make for you to try to assassinate somebody because you disagree with them? Now they try to blame Trump for this whole January 6th crap, and now you could blame Biden because what did he do to deserve that? It says, I want a public execution for whosoever took those shots at Trump. If you kill him, kill that man. It's war. So this is what they wanted. This is exactly what they wanted. So, I wanted to make this quick because everybody's talking about it. This is a hot topic. And they're concerned about, what's going to happen with this guy. Biden, right? Let me see if this is gonna play. I just want to.
Link is the gym for everybody.
If it don't play, it don't play. I don't really care. Let me see. Let's see if it pops up. That was some horrible news. Okay, now I guess it.
President Donald Trump Saturday. Election season, local officials here in Massachusetts are concerned today's shooting may only heighten some of the violent rhetoric we've seen over the last several months. Elected officials here calling for party unity and peace in the wake of today's shooting. Shots were fired towards former President Donald Trump Saturday evening at a campaign rally in Butler County, Pennsylvania. Trump seen in this video ducking to the ground before being whisked away by Secret Service, the agency confirming President Trump's safety shortly after the incident. Law enforcement confirmed the gunman is dead.
Blood coming from a wound and hearing the gunshots in the background. You know exactly what's going on. It's an assassination attempt.
Former Police Commissioner Ed Davis says the violence has put law enforcement agencies nationwide and here in Massachusetts on high alert. The incident likely.
Now, so everybody's seen it. I watched CNN, Fox. CNN for the first time in a long time, actually made sense. And it made sense because they're not condoning it. So, like I was talking to the brother, what, for all these people that's against a man, what excuse do you have? Like, why would you take it to that level? But all this is a pony show. This is all, this is all BS. Like Apostle Taha said one time, everything is a psyop. Because it's not the Biden and Trump is gonna go somewhere and just chill, talk, whatever. They're all part of the same system. He pretends to be not for the people who have power, but he's obviously juiced in. So everybody else is gonna take their anger towards one another. So I just looked it up real quick. How many Roman emperors were assassinated? Do you know they got the nerve to say 33 emperors? 33 emperors were murdered or executed. 30 were dispatched by a sword or a dagger, as a list in a table 3. Of these, 26 were killed by Roman soldiers. 5 of them decapitated, and 1 by Valentina III by the German mercenaries. I find that kind of funny because the number 33. This is Rome all over again. The Roman Empire was known for killing their leaders. Alright? Now, America hasn't gotten to this extent, but now they're trying to do that because the leaders are not going to do nothing towards one another. It's the common folk. That's who's going to do all the weird, abominable things towards one another, because this is the only way they know how to respond. I was in a train today, and New York City train system is full of bug outs. So here it is. This Jake, he looked normal. No, he don't look normal, but he had a beard but no mustache, and he was busy yapping to himself. And out of the blue, he said, "Fuck Biden." He was out of his mind, but he had something right. So it trickles down to even the common person. So what's going to happen when shit intensify? And it will intensify. According to the scriptures, this is a form of a civil war. All right? I'm just going to get it quick. It says, Isaiah 19:1, it says, "The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud." What is that cloud? That cloud is talking about a chariot. Alright. Salakia. A chariot. The fathership. When Yahushua comes back, he's coming back, it's like I said, like a mountain that was carved out of the earth. That's how big that chariot is going to be. Alright? It's going to be swift because he's coming to bring destruction and deliverance. And shall come into Egypt. Egypt is what? Modern day America. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. So all these statues, all these former deities, alright, or different gods that they worship. America has a thing for worshiping women. Thing for worshiping Satan. Okay. And Greeks, the Romans, every failed empire, America takes to themselves as if something new. It's like I believe, well, the Statue of Liberty they said there's supposed to be a training, but that goes back to a Greek goddess. I believe is Liberty. I know it's not. I know it's not Victoria, but it's one of these different goddesses, and I think it is Liberty. But they all names go back, and they just may change the color, but all these leaders or all these idols go back to something. All right, it says, the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Physically, it's gonna melt. What's gonna cause that melt? Those ICBM thermonuclear missiles. And that will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So, I was watching Supercell. Do you believe? Well, I'm not from London, but they even have a problem with the Crips and the Bloods over there. So if they got a problem with the Crips and the Bloods, this red and blue business, which goes back to the political parties. All right, here in America, the Democrats and the Republicans, people are going to go after one another because of the political party. People is going to believe that one of the parties is going to get them out of poverty. Another might feel that the party should be more stricter. All right, they're going to have infighting differences. Even right now, I didn't get to talk to no family members, but at this point, they can't really say nothing. He deserved this, and the point is, why did he deserve it for? So this is going to cause massive division amongst people. All right, it's part of the great psyop, and they shall fight everyone against his brother for food, water, different various reasons. People are going to have a disagreement, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and that's what's happening. We got red states, blue states. All right, and Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, is a red state. Philadelphia is the district, is a blue district. So the state itself is red, but the city, the major city in that state is blue. So that in itself just shows division. Okay? And it says in kingdom against kingdom. That's why you have World War III. Now you're going to have the whole world be at arms for this guy. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail. This democracy is falling. All right, I was watching, was it Sky News, Australian? Sometimes they be on point. But even the guy who's hosting, talking about it, he said it was disgusting of what Biden didn't say. And I was talking to Gabar Yahweh. We thought it was just the fact that the White House made a statement, but Biden had a little speech and he said it's disgusting and this, that, to the third, but he did not put sand over the fire to calm this fire down. All he did was say things that at the moment seemingly. So they paint everybody as a fiddle. They bring in great division. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to their idols, and their charmers, and them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards. It's because this is going to get bad. Things that they can't predict. We have to understand Esau is in the spirit of is the method, method of revelations, or revelations of the method. When they tell people openly their plans, but they do it in such a way that even the average person can't see. Why? Because they blinded them. All right, they used witchcraft over them, enchantments. When, like the guy was saying, the more they was talking about political turmoil prior to, the more people want to take matters into their own hands. So they planted that seed many months ago. Now the seed is manifesting. So we might just end up going in a whole political war. All right, right under the guise of the guides of what they call democracy. And it says, "And the Egyptians will I give unto the hand of a cruel lord." Now, I wanted to bring this out, even though speaking of something else, but when Trump made these statements of public execution, getting revenge, now he's justified. Now he's justified by it. All right? You want to know why a monster would be created? Because all the shit that he was going through. Now he has a right to be cruel, show no mercy. And it's poetry. All right? "And the fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts." So the Lord is bringing great division, and he's going to set up. Ain't going to be Biden. It's not going to be Biden. But if they do that, if the elites allow that to happen, all hell's going to break loose. If Trump gets into office, all hell's going to break loose. No matter what, it's a win-win situation for us because things are going to speed up. So we just keeping our eye on this thing, and Lord, may the Lord ramp it up, because the people is going to trickle down to the average folk, and the average folk right now is on the tip of expressing the displeasure for whoever's in power by doing the bidding of those that's in power. Henceforth, there was something. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was a documentary that I seen about Bob Marley, and Bob Marley had gotten shot because they didn't want him to have a concert, but he ended up doing the concert anyway. But when you go into the history of that, and even the documentary explained it, even his song explained it too. You have political people that was in power that would allow the average person to go out there and kill one another. This is Jamaica, good old Jamaica. All right, and this different. There was a word for it, not tenement. Damn, it'll come to me. Different locations. All right, different blocks, different regions of area will literally go to war for one another because of political. What's what I'm looking for? Political differences. All right, that's why when it comes to politics, you're not even supposed to bring it to people at work, people at home, because everybody is gonna. There's a great conflict within itself right there. So according to that documentary, now going back to the documentary, so when a lot of people fled Jamaica, a lot of Jake brought that same energy into this part of the world. All right, so they're pushing people to the breaking point, and it's gonna get so bad. All right, it's gonna get so bad that they're not even gonna listen to whoever's in power. Second answer is I'm gonna make this short. Second answer is 15 to the point. 14. So woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Oh, Slakia. Also part of the method of the revelation is these movies. You got the Purge series, all right, which is a series of different connected movies. You had the Purge, the year of the election, beginning of the election year, all right. I believe they had a 3-party system, and they got rid of the other. Now, that's the other thing too. You got the Democrats versus Republicans, but the Democrats, with this act alone, that could kill that whole party. With this act alone, that could kill the whole party. So we seeing live in person the demise of a different party, because eventually they all gonna be as one. All right. It says, "Woe to the world," which means death and destruction, to them that dwell therein, and the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, when people shall stand up and fight against another, and with swords in their hands. So it's gonna get so bad that the average American, just like the scripture said in Isaiah, the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they can all have political differences that's gonna cause that, or not cause it, but fuel it. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So it's gonna get so bad out here that even great Trump supporters or Biden supporters, they're not even gonna listen to them anymore, because they're gonna realize like all this shit is not worth it. Alright? All of it is not worth it. What are you fighting for? It doesn't matter who's in power. It's all going to be the same results. It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Because ultimately, there's going to be famines, pestilence, and anybody in these different political movements, it ain't going to matter. People want to get fed. People want certain things. Alright? So it's about to get real out here. And Dwight Habashim Yashar, the Lord just amped it up. Made this summer great. You know? And this also goes into that that Simpson episode, if I have not said it. Alright. Many years ago, the attempt. And according to the Apostle Tahar, and you can see in the spirit that Trump is Nero. So, and they've said, according to the historians, Trump, it's like a Nero. I think he killed himself, or pretended to kill himself one time, and he actually killed himself because he was getting bad. Well, if Trump gets back into office, which he will, it's gonna get bad. He's gonna look for revenge. So everything is going according to scriptures. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation Israel. Shalom.